This is Jonathan Agger, fifth Pro Boxing fans, joined by manager Keith Connolly. You're here obviously with Filip Hrgovic taking on what they're saying is the biggest prospect in world boxing in Moses Itauma here on August 29th. Keith, it's a big opportunity, big challenge. Why did you guys think this was the right opportunity?
Well, it's a huge opportunity. Moses is supposed to be the guy coming up. He's sort of like the next Mike Tyson. So this fight and this win would get Hrgovic back to a title shot, which isn't easy when you're coming from a small country like Croatia. He's not going to get all the breaks. People aren't going to maneuver things for him. When I say people, I mean promoters, the network, and I understand it because Croatia is a small market. So we got to take the tougher fights and the tougher route to the heavyweight title shot. So this is a fight that's super dangerous, but it's winnable because Moses is young. He is inexperienced. He's a tremendous fighter. I'm not taking anything away. It's not going to be easy, but my guy's going to come out guns a-blazing from the opening bell, and I think it's going to be a Hagler-Hearns type fight.
Was it a difficult deal to get done? There was obviously reports that Hrgovic was looking at maybe a bit more time. The dates kept moving. I don't know if that was to do with the fighters or the networks or whatever, but was it hard to get this deal done?
It wasn't that hard. I mean, there was truth to we wanted the date later. They first had asked for August 8th. We said that was way too early. They moved it to August 29th, the date we have now. We still pushed back. We wanted late September or October at the earliest because it was a quick turnaround. DAZN didn't have any date available later because of there's other pay-per-views and they have a schedule. So we had to make a educated decision if it was worth going a little bit earlier than what we wanted to do. And Filip decided that he did want to take it. But the reports out there that he turned down the fight, that was never true. We always wanted the fight. We were trying to push back the date to give Filip a little bit more time.
You're obviously working with a lot of fighters, Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia. Ryan saying it's September 12th. Is there any development with that?
Things are moving in the right direction. Let's see what happens over the next 2 weeks.
We know, obviously, publicly it's been said that there's been cease and desist letters sent to Zuffa and things like that. Do you think there's a way where it could be a dual broadcast, Paramount, DAZN? Has that been discussed at all?
I mean, anything's possible. I don't want to really comment on that because I'm a manager. I worked out my deal for Conor. We've signed to take the fight. I'm not sure what's going on Ryan's side or the networks, and I do know stuff that's going on, but it's not my place to say. But like I said, let's wait a couple of weeks here, and I think we'll have some good news.
Yeah, is there a time frame when you say like, right, we've got to move on, or we've got to get a different deal done if it doesn't move in the right direction?
We haven't gotten to that point, but I think things, as long as they clear up in the next couple of weeks, I think we'll be fine. Conor's already in training camp, so to speak. He's a professional. He's always working out anyway. So we have some time. We have a little bit of runway here, but I anticipate things being worked out. But again, I'm not involved in that area between the networks, but I think they're talking, and I'm optimistic.
And then, I've been speaking to Eddie Hearn over the last few months, and I'm not going to keep going on the back and forth, but he did say that, DAZN don't want to work with Keith Connolly again, but you've obviously got Hrgovic this opportunity on DAZN. Were you ever of the thinking that would be an issue when he said that?
No. Eddie says a lot of things, and it's like beating a dead horse. I think Eddie stopped talking about it. Maybe he'll start tomorrow. I don't care either way, but I'll have a huge announcement the next week and a half about one of my other fighters with DAZN, a huge deal with DAZN. So I guess when that news comes out, that'll debunk that theory.
And could that be with Matchroom? Have you had any conversation with Eddie privately about sorting maybe the issue out? Because as for you as a manager, you want the best opportunities, and Matchroom might have them at some point. So has there been any private conversations? No,
we haven't had any private conversations. At some point, I mean, boxing is a small world. I'm sure we'll sit down and talk, and if we can work it out, great. If we can't, that's fine too. Nothing really phases me. There's different ways to skin a cat. I have plenty of fighters. I do plenty of big deals. In fact, I think I've done 3 8-figure deals since all the beef started with Eddie, but Eddie's a great promoter, right? I'm not going to sit here and put him down. I know what he's doing. I know he's doing that on his side, but I get it. It's an emotional situation. He had Conor for a long period of time, and I'm not saying he doesn't have a right to be upset, but again, I'm not losing any sleep over it, and I don't think he's losing any sleep over it either. He's got big things going on as well, and I think everybody everybody's kind of moved on at this point, and if they haven't, I can't control that.
You've got Richardson Hitchens and Edgar Berlanga both out on that Zuffa Boxing show coming up in New York. Tell us a bit about that.
It's going to be a great event. It'll be Zuffa's first big show in New York. It should be a sellout because you got guys like Edgar Berlanga, who sells well in New York, Hitchens, who did well in the Kambosos fight there for a first fight. He didn't sell out, but he did decent. So I think the combination of those two guys together, and then you have a New York guy like Sergey Derevyanchenko, who's sort of like, everybody loves Sergey. He's like the people's champ. So it'll be a good show, and all three opponents, I'm not saying they're the favorites against my guy, but they're all capable of pulling something off. So, I'll be worried that night until my guys come through and win. But I'm confident in all three guys. I'm hoping Edgar gets a nice knockout comeback win. Hitchens dominating, and Sergey's always in an absolute bloodbath war. So I expect that again with Hackett, and we'll see how things turn out.
What's the latest with Alicia Baumgartner?
So right now we're figuring out what's up with her next. We really wanted one of the mega fights like Katie Taylor or Serrano, but at this point it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But she's going to probably carry women's boxing for the next 4 or 5 years, because the truth is Katie Taylor and Serrano are at the end, and they're legends, right? They carried the sport. Once they're gone, I think Baumgartner's at the top.
Just lastly, Keith, just as a manager's perspective, it's come out today that Johnny Fisher's been offered a deal by Zuffa. They're saying 6 or 7 times the amount for the opponent he's been offered. As a manager, if you were managing his career, would you advise him to take that offer on a one-fight deal?
Yes.
Do you believe that Matchroom would match that?
I don't want to get into that. I have no idea what Eddie and Matchroom wants to do. They've done a great job with them. And if they don't want to match the offer, maybe it doesn't make business sense for them. But the answer is, if you can make 5 or 6 times the amount that you're offered, it's a short career. You got to take it, right? I got bashed in the media and by certain people for the Conor Benn deal, and honestly, I don't care. But when you get offered 400 to 500% more than what the original offer was on the other side, if that makes us unloyal, I guess, I don't think it makes us unloyal. Let's put it that way. And I think Johnny Fisher's probably in a tough position, and we'll see if Eddie matches it. But if he doesn't, that's not anything negative against Eddie. And if Johnny Fisher takes it, because it's 6 or 7 times more, I don't think that says anything negative about Johnny Fisher either. This is boxing, and it's a business. People do what they have to do to make it better for themselves and their family. So a lot of these situations that are dramatic and controversial, they really shouldn't be that controversial.
Cool. Keith Connolly, appreciate your time. August 29th, don't miss it. Itauma against Hrgovic at the O2, and speak to you soon, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers.